Hi class, Mac Engel here for another exciting edition of the Mac Attack. I am Star Telegram sports columnist Mac Engel, and I'm here at the American Airlines Center where the crew right now is getting ready for the Iron Maiden concert. Yeah! Okay, that's going to make me sick. Well, the first order of business today, before Iron Maiden hits the stage, is the arrival of North Carolina State point guard Dennis Smith Jr., where he was introduced today at a press conference that featured Mavs president Donnie Nelson, Mavs owner Mark Cuban, and Mavs head coach Rick Carlisle. Do I like the pick of Dennis Smith Jr., who was selected 9th overall at NC State? I have no idea. Neither does anybody else. The guy I wanted was Lonzo Ball. He went number 2 to the Lakers along with his daddy because they're big ballers.
Those keys are earned, you know, and you know, it's going to be interesting training camp, and I think we play for. Dennis is going to play for one of the best coaches, you know, in the NBA. That being said, I think internally you can't help but be excited about the potential. But he wouldn't want it any other way. Just knowing the character of Dennis and knowing his family and his surrounding structure, he's going to want to earn those minutes. He's truly a winner in every sense of the word.
I mean, but money talks, money plays, right? And I know Dennis is a money player. He's here to produce, and the results will speak for themselves. You know, we can project and we can hope and we can talk about a lot of different things, but it's all just talk until he walks down onto the court. But the good news is, as you heard him say, he works hard and he prepares and he watches tape. There's a lot of kids that will come in and just because they've been so much better physically and athletically than everybody at the different levels they've competed at, they don't really take the cerebral approach. And you know, knowing that Dennis likes to watch film, knowing that he likes to learn, I think that's going to be the difference maker. And like he said, when you put two people together that work hard and are smart, you know, and are knowledgeable, you get results. And to me, that, you know, like I said earlier, we can watch him athletically, but it's how he approaches the game. It's a cerebral approach to the game and his willingness and desire to learn that makes the difference between a guy with all-star potential and somebody who actually reaches that potential. So we're hoping when he walks down on the court, you know, I'm not going to say who he compared himself to with the jump shot, but hopefully he'll have that kind of rookie year.
The Mavs really haven't had a great point guard here since Jason Kidd. No, Darren Williams doesn't count, neither does J.J. Barea, and certainly neither does Jose Calderon. But if you're looking for a time when the Mavs had a serious point guard in his prime, in developing, you'd have to go back to the days of Steve Nash before he was going to be hurt and signed with the Phoenix Suns. Is Dennis Smith Jr. going to be Steve Nash? Well, it sure would be nice, but he said today that he really modeled his game more after Chris Paul. Now, if you remember, Chris Paul was the NBA's Rookie of the Year when he came out of Wake Forest and has turned into one of the best point guards in the entire league. If Dennis Smith Jr. can turn into Chris Paul, call it a master draft by Donnie Nelson, Mark Cuban, and Rick Carlisle. I'll settle for really good right now. But if you look at the Mavs roster, and specifically their starting 5, they do have some things to work with. Dennis Smith Jr., Nerlens Noel, the center that they traded to from the Philadelphia 76ers, who Mark Cuban said they will make every effort to sign before free agency starts. Nerlens can be a restricted free agent. Harrison Barnes and Dirk. That's a pretty good starting 4. And hey, dial it down. Yeah. 3, 4, 5. So they can be competitive next season. Are they going to win it all? No, but given the state of the Mavericks, I'll take the playoffs. Guys, it's time for Iron Maiden. God, it makes me dizzy.